Now today we're looking at an EVAP canister on a late model Subaru. Let's jump right into it. Now the EVAP canister lives underneath the trunk mat. It does not matter if you have the hatchback here or the sedan. So let's first clean everything up. And the tire I'm going to remove because it gives us more working room. Also a very good time to check the tire pressure. A lot of times spares go low and you don't want to find out when you need it. So check the tire pressure and put some air if you need it. So the nice thing about modern Subarus, this is a 2010 Impreza, 175,000 miles. Is that the EVAP canister lives inside the vehicle. No need to get underneath, jack up the vehicle, so on and so forth. This is a really clean setup. So you have these covers that you need to remove. So simply, this is just a piece of plastic, and over here you have a little tab, hold on, a tab that slides like that. Okay, we can peel this back. And we'll start by removing the center cover. It's held on by 4 12mm fasteners. Now the left or the driver's side, passenger side, we're going to remove those next. You have this compartment here. It's held on by these plastic tabs. I'll link something below if you happen to break these, but just pull up on them, but be careful because when you pull up on them they can pop out and hit you in the face. There you go. You see? Doesn't break. Once again, 2 12mm fasteners. These are bolts in this case holding down the cover. And if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. And of course, if you're returning, always appreciate the views. Whole point with this channel is just to show how you can essentially do everything, almost everything at home, and save a bundle of money in the process. And if you ever get these covers confused, you have a marking. L is for left or driver side, R is right or passenger side. This is your EVAP canister. We'll talk about the lines in a second. EVAP canister, this is your drain valve. This is the drain filter, okay? The valve essentially sends air to the canister. So now we need just to remove these lines. Now before we start removing these lines, let me go over what we're looking at in case you're looking to do some diagnosis within the EVAP system. So right here is the purge tube. This is a vent tube. This is a drain tube. This runs to the drain filter that I just showed you, or I'm sorry, the drain valve. And right down here is the PCV drain tube. So let's go ahead and remove each one. So let's start with the first line. This is the purge tube. So on the bottom, you can't see it right now because it's at the 6 o'clock position, but you have 2 tabs. You're essentially breaking apart or away the tabs and pressing up. Okay, very easy to do. Just want to, a little hard to give you clean access in terms of what I'm doing, but let's try this. Okay, you see? So this is the other end of the canister. This is the clip that we just removed, but as you can see, it's really rock solid, and that's because it has, the line is held in by these clips. So just sit tight. Let's remove the other ones, loosen up the fasteners holding on the canister, then we can slowly remove the lines. So this is the vent tube that we're dealing with now. Let me get a flathead. There we go. This comes out like that. Now we're dealing with the drain tube. Once again, this goes to the drain valve. And then this guy, which is the PCV drain tube. And then we'll loosen up the fasteners holding down the canister. 3 fasteners holding down the EVAP canister, and we're almost done. Now the main thing you want to remember, gentle. Be really, really gentle. Hard plastic lines, and they're also quite old. So first what I'm going to do is just loosen up these lines going to this clip. You can probably snake them out, but I just don't want to chance it. Okay, so just loosen up these lines here. And if you have an EVAP code, the easiest way, and this is a pick by the way if you're curious what I'm doing here, but if you have an EVAP code, the easiest way to track that down is with a smoke machine, which you can purchase for home use. In fact, if you want, leave me a comment. If you're curious to see how to do that, I will show you that. These are just air tubes, okay? There's no fuel, so don't worry about fuel spitting in your face, nothing like that. Very, very tight. There we go, very, very tight. Okay. Okay. And right, if this gets snagged on you, this lives right there. And that's it. Now the wonderful thing, if you are doing this on a Subaru, very easy to do. This took roughly 30 minutes to remove. You don't need any special tools. You don't have to jack up the vehicle. And if you are tackling a small leak within the EVAP system, your best bet, smoke test the EVAP canister along with the EVAP system. You just need to do that because you can have a pin-sized hole and you will have a trouble code for a small leak. So going forward, in the next few episodes, I will show on how to test and replace the drain valve as I talk over this damn chainsaw behind me, along with the pressure control solenoid valve. So at least we can tackle the EVAP system at the rear of the vehicle. And if you are new here again, I will include a Subaru repair playlist in the description box below, which at this point can be close to 80 videos just showing on how to maintain and repair your Subaru. And as always, thank you for watching. Now regarding the reinstallation, if you're having trouble with this clip, I'll show you the correct way. First, make sure that you have to really press in hard, reattaching these hoses. And then this simply goes in like so, okay? Clips in, this can't come out. Now the whole point with these clips, the pick is your best friend. Now you see these two guys right here? These two ends? These go inside the hose clamp, okay? This has to go inside. If it doesn't go inside, then these balloon out. So that is the key. It's just this part and this part, okay? So just to do this together, it's a little tricky. It is a little tricky. Don't go crazy if you're having trouble. But again, use the pick. I'll try to do this with the camera in my way. And now, again, really hard to get on camera, but those two pieces are inside right here and right there.